Hey everybody, today we're going to be making a really delicious dessert that can be whipped up really quick. Everybody loves it, and there's hardly any work to it, and you'll have something you'll feel good about serving your family and your guests, and you'll know that they like it. And it's called apple dumplings, but it's got a twist to it, as you'll see as we put the recipe together. But before we get started, I wanted to share another gift, and this is from Kathy, and she sent this back before Christmas. And as you know, I had meant to share this things I had gotten, and a lot has gone on, and I did not get to do it. But believe me, Kaylin and I love it. She had sent Kaylin and I both Christmas presents that were in Christmas bags. So I'll show you Kaylin's first, and she got her a pair of really nice warm socks that Kaylin loves. She loves this color, and she really loved them. And then this beautiful throw blanket that is so soft, and Kaylin loves those too, and she really likes this one. So as soon as I finish with this video, Kaylin's gonna get it and start using it and put her socks on. And she has been really wanting me to get this done so she can show her stuff or use her stuff. And then she got me, you know, now that I look at it, maybe you got this for Kaylin, but they're mine because I'm a little weird, and I just love these little piggy socks. And then this has cute little flowers on it. And these are so cute. They're like ankle socks, but maybe it has another name. This has a little ball on the back where the piggy is for his tail, I imagine. But I love these. They are so adorable. And then she got me this beautiful cover. If you can see, it looks like roses or rosettes on it. And I'm going to put this around me tonight while I sit and watch TV. So thank you so much, Kathy. That was so sweet of you to do that for us, and we really appreciate it. And you have really good taste. So I'm going to set these down here for right now. And again, thank you. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our recipe. And I meant to get a plate and forgot. So I'm going to bring you down. Here's the plate that we're going to work on. We're going to need, with this whole can of apples, you could use 2 of these croissant rolls, but we will not eat that much. So I'm just going to use 1 roll, but we're not going to waste the apples. I'm just going to put them in without having them wrapped up. So then you get your croissants out and start unrolling them. And tear them apart. And it's easier for me just to tear them all apart at one time. And then you can just work better, it seems like. And I tore the end off of that one, but that's okay. So now we're going to take a can of apple pie filling and get one or two apples. And then start rolling it up. You don't have to do it real neat. And I want to pan my baking dish. And lay your rolled up apples down. Do your next one, and I'm just putting 2 apples per croissant. And as I said, it doesn't have to be real neat. If you want to add cinnamon or something like that to it, you can. However, you might want to doctor it up. And while I'm taking the time to do this, I'll go ahead and tell you I went to the doctor or the surgeon's office today, and I'll be having my next kidney surgery Monday. I'm not sure what time yet because the hospital hasn't called, but I went to the kidney doctor, and then I had to go to the hospital. They have a drive-through COVID testing, and I had my COVID test, and it is not one of those rapid tests. So they said if something's wrong, the hospital will call me, and if everything's okay, then I won't hear from them. So I'm hoping not to hear from them. I don't believe that I will. But anyway, I'm glad that I'm going to get that taken care of because it's been quite a while and I still have pain, some kidney pain. Not enough to have to go back to the hospital or anything, but just some being uncomfortable a little bit. So we'll get that all taken care of and be back to normal. I'm almost done. I have 2 to go. So, and then Randy goes about as prostrate. I think on the 17th he was supposed to go this past 18th or something like that, but we had snow and it wasn't a good time to try to travel up a mountain, which is what it is to Asheville, to the Veterans Hospital where he was going to have the surgery. So they rescheduled it. And so he'll be having it, like I believe I said, the 17th maybe. So I've got all those done. I'm going to rinse my hands. Okay. Now that we have those done, we still have all these apples left. So what I'm gonna do is just here and there, I'm gonna just put a spoonful of apple. Okay, I gotta rinse my hands again. That spoon was sticky. And now I have half a stick of butter that I've melted, and I'm just gonna pour that on where it gets on the bread part. And then for the surprise ingredient, we're gonna use Mountain Dew. And you don't want to cover this completely up with Mountain Dew, about maybe halfway or so. About like that looks good. And I'm gonna stick this in the oven, and it should bake about 10 minutes or so. Just keep an eye on it until these apples have turned brown. So when you do yours, just keep an eye on them. It might take a minute or two more or a minute or two less. Let me grab another spoon. And now what I want to do real quick while that's cooking is make the glaze. And I think it needs just a small amount of glaze on each one to make it really good. So I'm going to put some confectioner sugar in the bowl. I think that ought to be enough there. And then for milk, I like to use Randy's coffee creamer. It's French vanilla. I think it gives it a good little flavor, the glaze. So you know you don't need much. I believe it's going to need just a little bit more. Hopefully that'll do it. Yes, that should be enough milk. And you just get your confectioner sugar stirred up in it. And when the apple dumplings come out, you can just pour a little bit of this on each apple, and they will be ready to eat. So that's what it looks like. And I will be back after the apples are done and we will finish it up. The apple dumplings are finished. They turned out really nice looking, and I'm going to show you now about putting the icing on them and getting a piece. And we have a special taste tester today too. So we'll look down here. Here they are. Here's our icing that we made. And I'm just gonna pour it all over. I love this type of icing on stuff like this. A little bit more. Okay. And there is what it looks like with the icing on it. And now we'll get up some for our taste tester to try. And here is one of the dumplings. I'm gonna get him 2 because I think that he will eat 2. I've had these before and they are so good. I'm putting just a little bit of the, whatever you call this broth stuff there. But there's what it looks like. And now we are ready for our taste tester. Mr. Taste Tester, would you come?
Good afternoon.
Here's Randy. I know a lot of people have been asking about him. So he's going to taste the apple dumplings.
Look delicious.
Don't burn your mouth.
Okay. Hot, huh? I want that little bit of apple. It is hot.
He said it's hot. I don't know if you can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Real good.
Real good. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is just real simple and easy to make. I cooked it on 375. I know I did forget to tell you that. And just cook it 10 to 15 minutes, I would say, until you get the color brown that you want. And you could do this with cherries or peaches or whatever. I just think apples are the best. So thank you, Mr. Creson, for coming in and doing a taste test for us. And now you're leaving with your apple dumplings, aren't you? He's like a kid. So thank y'all so much for watching. I always appreciate it. I'd like you to know that the sweet comments that you leave are really special to me, and I enjoy reading them, and they mean a lot. So when you take those few minutes to leave me a message, know that it's appreciated, and it means a lot to me and touches me. So anyway, have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see y'all again soon. I love every one of you. Bye-bye.